Good morning, YouTube. It is 5:01 in the morning. Just got my coffee. Just woke up, as you can see. So let's go ahead and jump right in. And I need to remember to look up here. The camera's on top of my camera. Gotta remember that the camera's up there, and I got work down here. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get into this. All right. I think we left off on working with the dark shells here. So let's go ahead and continue with that. And what we got to do here is draw the dark side here. This is my second day of live streaming. Nobody really watches it, but I just like to get some drawn in early in the morning. So I figure I just live stream it because I haven't been making any videos for you guys. So I decided to let's do this live stream just to keep my channel going. Right now, I'm trying to look for something to shade with. Ooh, that's too much. Ooh, no, that's not what I'm looking for. This would be actually good for I would like to put some texture in it. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place here, guys. I apologize. Stopping mid-sentence like that. But I'm trying to get some texture going on his shell. And I'm just going through my pen set here. Because there's a particular I think that's it, but yeah, I just wanted to give the shell a little texture to it. And there's a particular, maybe it's gouache, brush that I use, but I just can't remember. Where is that? Maybe it is gouache. The gouache brush. Yeah. Like I said, it is 5 o'clock in the morning. I woke up about 30 minutes ago. Only took 2 sips of my coffee. I'm sitting here live streaming and drawing at the same time. Go ahead and get in on these shells real quick. Alright, let's go ahead and start a new layer. This is going to be shell light. And I'm going to set the layer to screen. And going into putting the highlights on the shells now. Alrighty. Today is Wednesday, January 18th. And it is a Wednesday. And over this past weekend, we went to New Orleans for my nephew's wedding. My nephew's wedding. And had a good time. It's really fun. Everybody was there pretty much. I got 4 brothers and 5 sisters. I'm the youngest. So it's 10 of us total. So it's 10 of us total. And we were only missing one sister. And she lives up in Georgia. And she couldn't make it, but her daughter did make it. Her daughter also lives in Georgia, but my sister couldn't make it, but her daughter did, which is my niece. And yes, so she came down and from Georgia, which was super fun. I mean, the whole family got together like that. It was hectic at times because there's so many people. But I tell you what, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Even though at times I did get annoyed. Because I take care of my mother. And my dad passed away already, so it's only me. And so it's only my mother alive. And she stays with me. So obviously all the brothers and sisters like to come to my room to hang out because my mother stays in our room. So our room was always full of people. That's not always fun. It's fun for a little bit, but with that many people in the room, after a long day of being out, it's not fun always. You know, you get tired, you want to take a nap and rest a little bit, but all in all, it was a good time. I can't complain. I'm just saying at times, it did get hectic. I'm gonna make this M right here. Oops. Oh, sorry guys. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Oh, I know what I did. I used this one. I put on a different layer. That's why it didn't show up right away. Wanted to make the M stand out a little bit, so I'm gonna just highlight it up right here. All right. I need to make sure. I always forget to do this. Need to make sure right here, the background, the very background of the eyes and the teeth are white. Because sometimes I make these things into a PNG to make it so I just want to capture the character only, not the background. And sometimes I create PNG and it makes you can see through the eyeball and the teeth. So that's not good. So I gotta remember to when I draw these, I need to remember to put a white background like that. Because if I don't, as you can see, you see right through it. You see the white teeth? It's gone. White eye, the eyeballs, the eyes, it's clear. So I gotta remember to put a white background there. Just to be sure when I decide to go PNG that the eyeballs and teeth doesn't go blank. That probably didn't make sense at all because I just forgot this one spot right here. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the weapons. This is gonna be kind of tricky. Alright, so nunchucks, it's right here. Get into it. Can you guys still see me? Oh, I missed the fingers right there. Let me go ahead and get that real quick before I forget. You guys like my hat? Kind of from Austin, Texas. Oops. got this hat from Austin, Texas, from the motorcycle company. In season, I believe it's 7 or 8, in The Walking Dead, the motorcycle Daryl was driving was built by this company, Revival Cycles, up in Austin, Texas. If you're a Walking Dead fan, you know what I'm talking about. Just go check it out. Check out the motorcycle Daryl was riding on. And it's a pretty sweet motorcycle. And take a look at it, then go check out this company. They made it for him. And I got to visit it. And when I went to the store, when I went to the shop, it was on Congress. I thought it was, I thought they had like all the motorcycles there, but they didn't. The shop on Congress was only a storefront where they sell hats and t-shirts and stuff like that. Didn't get to see any motorcycles. I was kind of disappointed when I went up to Austin and went to check out the shop. They didn't have any of the motorcycles there. It was just t-shirts and his hat, and I was kind of disappointed. I was expecting to see a bunch of motorcycles that they have built, but nope, that wasn't the case. It was just a storefront. Yeah. But they had a garage somewhere else. Obviously, they don't allow just everybody just to go in their garage while they work in their shop, the actual shop. So I didn't get to see any of the motorcycles, but I did get this hat. I like the hat. It's cool. Nice simple hat. Here I'm coloring the nunchucks. Oops, went over the line. That's a good thing about digital art there. I got carried away and I just click undo. You could talk all you want about digital art, how it's actually cheating and all that. It's not real. And yes, in ways traditional is a harder way to learn to draw because it's unforgiving. You lay down, once you draw, besides when you start inking or coloring, once you lay down that ink, pencils, you're okay because you can still go through and make a mistake and erase it and still be good. But once you start inking and or laying down the colors, there's no turning back. So you gotta be extra careful. And in that case, yes, when you draw traditionally, it is harder because there's no turning back once you start laying down the ink. It's kind of scary. But that's part of the traditional way. But when you're drawing digitally, you saw what I did. I went over the line. I just hit undo. And I was able to take away that line within seconds. With less than a second, let's say. So yeah. But, I mean, I still gotta draw it. I didn't always draw digitally, but I do love to draw digitally. It's so much quicker to draw digitally. But I do draw sometimes traditionally like this. See that? It's the same drawing that we're working on right now, but this is I printed out real light, like with a blue line of Michelangelo, and then went through and colored it with color pencils and inked it. So that's this piece right here that I just printed out and color it with color pencils. And these are watercolors. So yeah, so I do enjoy doing traditional stuff. See, like this one, and this one I did a while back. This is just a color pencil I did of the Hulk when my Instagram was at 200 followers. Did this on a comic book backboard. So yeah, I do draw traditionally sometimes, not too often. But what I've been doing is draw here on digitally, print it out real light, and then go through and ink over it. All right, ink over it. Then I get to color pencils. I got some Copic markers. I use those too. Speaking of Copic markers, I haven't used those in a while, so I might start using those soon. Maybe do a live stream or something. I don't know if I'm even spelling nunchucks right. Dark. I know I didn't spell dark right. Let me go through here and I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna hit these metal piece on the end here with some silver. I forgot to mention, today's January 28th, and this weekend is Lunar New Year's, aka Chinese New Year. And in Vietnamese, which I'm Vietnamese by the way, we call it Tết, T-E-T, Tết. And this weekend they will have a bunch of dragon dances at the Asian town here where I live. They're gonna have a bunch of dragon dances, and it's gonna be super crowded. I know. But we will go check some out. I will check it out on Sunday. Saturday I have plans. Saturday I have plans already. I will be going to a toy show. So I won't be able to do anything on Saturday, but Sunday I told my wife, I said, let's go check it out on Sunday instead. She was like, she's cool with that. So I'm excited. For the Dragon Dance. Some of the Dragon Dance are pretty cheesy, not very good, but some of them are pretty impressive. So, but this is one Dragon Dance team that we follow. Well, my wife follows. That they always post up where they're at, or where they're gonna dance at, perform at. You know, so they are performing Sunday at the Asian Center by our. Again, undo. Make that little unnecessary. What was I saying? We were talking about the Dragon Dance. Yeah, so that is on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that. But as I mentioned on Saturday, I will be, not my wife, not my son, but I will be going to a toy show with some buddies of mine. And it's a toy show called Ekman's, ECKMAN, Ekman Toy Show. It's a big toy show down here in Texas. And I've been there a couple years back and had a good time. I was able to find some really good deals and some. Okay. How long have I been streaming? About 30 minutes now. These streams have been really good so far. I mean, it's on my second day, but I like it because I get to do get these drawings out the way. I've been meaning to finish this drawing for a long time now, and like I mentioned in my last my last live stream, I'm doing a convention. I'm gonna hit up an artist alley, and I never did artist alley before. This would be my first year trying to do it. Like I said, there's a comic palooza that's gonna be here in Texas, and I want to go check it out. I applied, but artist alley is full, so I probably won't get into artist alley. The vendor spots are still available, but they're $920 compared to $420, $500 difference. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not at the big at Palooza. So alrighty. So we'll see how how it goes. I'm trying, like I said, a couple of my buddies wants to do the the con too, but I don't know. They don't do art, they do toys, which I'm into toys too. I collect them. Vintage toys, not the modern stuff. More into vintage stuff for me. But I do have some modern stuff. Like, I just pick up this NECA crane here. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, I just picked it up. Love it. Super cool figure. Look at that. But yeah, I got him. So I do have some modern toys. I'm not saying I don't buy modern toys. I do sometimes. But I'm mainly into the vintage stuff. So, and my friends, if we decide to do the booth together, they're going to be selling vintage toys, which is going to be a little bit of a, it's going to take away from my artwork, pretty much, because my artwork, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I might do it on shell light. Let's see how that looks. Yeah. Nope. I'm just hitting this with a little different, little lighter brown on the shell a little bit here, just to all right. What do you guys think so far? Let's back them out. Hit save. I think the knee pads and stuff might need, you know what? If I add too much details, I don't know, it looks weird. I don't like it. But I keep adding details. I want to keep it like this for now. Let me go back to the headband. Dark. Let's go in and hit it with some more darkness here. Oops, that's too much. I'm just adding some hash marks here. You won't be able to see it too much, but it adds a little to the overall drawing. You can't, like I said, it's not obvious, but it's there, and I think it makes it a little bit better. It blends the heart shade a little better. I don't like to use the blend tool. I know. I like my shading, my lighting, like a hard cut like that. But I do want it to kind of blend a little bit, right? I don't want it to be like real smooth and all that. That's just not my style. It's just not my thing, you know? I like the rough edges. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is the background for it. So to color this bad boy took me about 2 hours. Well, let's see what time it is. 2 hours and 38 minutes. I call this a done for coloring. And I don't know. I don't know what's next. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut the live stream now. And tomorrow we're gonna work on the background of the bad boy. This bad boy. But yeah. God, excuse me. This is the only time I really get to draw, because once 6 o'clock starts, I'm back to my daily grind, my 9 to 5. Actually, my 8 to 4, my 6 to 4. I get half day Fridays, so. Yeah, so this is gonna be it for the coloring of Michelangelo here, I think. Yeah, I think it's done. I'm using the flip button here just to kind of give it a different perspective. Yeah, I think it's cool. Let's just try to draw something. Let's do a little something here. I'm gonna use background. BG. Let's just put BG shit. I don't know why I'm making things so difficult. So I just want something simple. I don't want to take too much away from Michelangelo. Ooh. I have to fix the eye part. Let's go here. Let's see. Just delete that part right there. Yeah, that's not the background, but I feel like that's what I want. I just want something. Oops. I feel like I just want like a quick swoosh or something like that. How's it look? I mean, what do you guys think? Something like that? Or should I add a background, like an actual background? Let me add in my Donatello that I did. That's the Donatello I did, right? It's a little different. Very different. See how bright this one is? So I guess I'll draw a background. With that background on Donatello's drawing, I didn't draw. I just bought it in from Google Image, and there's a slap in the background. But yet it's very different, right? Maybe I should draw the skin color the same as this, just to keep it unified, because they're all gonna be sitting next to each other. What do you guys think? I wasted all that time coloring it, and now I don't like it. I'd rather use Donatello's skin tone. Okay, I gotta do what I gotta do, right? Yeah, think I'm gonna do it. Well, I could just leave it like that and have it as a the cartoon turtles. This would be more like the comic version, right? I don't know, guys. I'm just thinking out loud here. But we'll see what happens. I'll decide today. And tomorrow I'll live stream it, what we're going to do. And if we're going to switch it up or not. Switch it up from here to here. Because this... kind of irritated now. Because I did the whole thing and now I'm not feeling it. Now that I look at the Donatello drawing, it kind of looks weird that they sit next to each other and it doesn't match up. Right? Okay. To be continued. All right. I got 15 minutes here to get ready for work. And I hope you guys have a good day. And I'll see you tomorrow.